I think I've done it. I think I have cracked the code on the fastest way to meal plan, which we all know everyone wants. So I have a previous video about the basic level of doing this. So this is going to be a short and quick video telling you how to do this. And that is also something we all want, right? We all want short, quick instructions that are actionable that you can go do to make your life easier. And that's my goal in this video, is to tell you, explain, show you my new improved super fast way for meal planning. So I am calling this like a plug and play way of meal planning. And what I mean by that is you are gonna take these meal ideas, plug them into your meal plan, and go to the store. It's not exactly playing, that's not exactly fun and enjoyable for most people, but you get what I mean. That's the phrase I'm gonna use. This is a plug and play method for fast meal planning. So what you're gonna do is you're going to go watch my other video. Start with that video about making a go-to list of dinners, but real quick, I'll just tell you what that means. So a go-to list of dinners is your go-to list of dinners. I mean, I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory, but I suggest everyone who meal plans, which I also have a video about how everyone does meal plan. If you think you aren't a meal planner, you are. If the way you decide what's for dinner is by flying by the seat of your pants, running to the store multiple times a week, ending up in the drive-through line, that's your plan. Your plan is to wing it, okay? But you do have a meal plan. It may not be a very good one. It may be one that wastes you money, but everybody meal plans, okay? So this is a better time and money saving way of getting dinner into your family's bellies, right? Meal planning is the way to save time and money, or rather I should probably say it, to save money and time. People think that meal planning takes a poop ton of time, and it truly doesn't have to. And like I said, I think this is the fastest way I have found, other than purchasing the meal plans that I sell. Or you can also grab a free one. I'll put all the information about that in the description. But other than buying a pre-made meal plan and just plugging it into an online shopping, go do your pickup order, something like that, that is the fastest way. This is the DIY fastest way. All right, hope that all makes sense. Let me get a little more specific with how to do this. So your go-to list of dinners is a list of dinner recipes that you know your family enjoys, that you know you can make pretty quickly and easily, that you have written out to look at every time you go to make a grocery list, make a meal plan, go to the store, whatever. So, you know, we all have those moments where we're like, oh, I totally blanked on that. Like, I totally forgot that was something my family eats. I've done that, and like meal planning is my thing, right? That's why I have this channel, that's why I have this blog. Meal planning is my thing, that's the main thing I talk about. So even I do that, even I forget about dinner sometimes, and I'll go look at old meal plans, or I'll look at my go-to list and be like, oh yeah, I forgot about that meal. So it's a list of dinner recipes, tried and true dinner recipes that you reference to make your meal plan. Pretty simple. But here's where you're gonna go a step further. And so one little caveat about this is it does require front end work. Anything that saves you time typically does. You're either gonna pay for it or you're gonna put in some effort at some point in time, right? So for this one, you're gonna put in a little effort to make these go-to lists, and then every time you meal plan, you're gonna save a ton of time. So it's worth that little bit of effort, and I truly don't think it'll take you that long to do. It may take a couple of sit-down sessions to work on and get it done, but I really don't think it'll take that much time. It didn't take me that much time. And like I said, I am pretty good at this, but still, it took just a few minutes. So the step further that you're gonna do to make this the fastest way to meal plan, hands down, is by categorizing these meals. So I previously talked about categorizing, well, I think I mentioned this idea in my previous video about making a go-to list of meals to make your meal plans from, but I hadn't like fully executed it yet. And now that I have done it several times, trial and errored it, I have found that, yeah, this is the super fast way to do it. So you're gonna take that list of go-to meals and you're going to categorize it not by protein or type, something like that. So not like, here's my chicken recipes, here's my beef recipes, meatless meals, whatever. You're going to categorize it by night of the week / type of evening. So let me explain that by giving my example. So for me, and I mentioned this like 2 weeks ago, for me, my work schedule is different every day of the week, which is super annoying. But 2, about to be 3 nights a week, I get home an hour later than usual. 1 day a week, I'm only currently one day a week I work in the mornings only, and then one day a week I get home slightly earlier. It's really wonky. It's about to be 3 nights a week or late, and then I'm taking off the morning day and switching it into an afternoon or something. I don't even know what I'm doing. Anywho, 3 nights a week I get home later, and I need either super easy meal or something my husband makes. So this category for me is what I'm calling, and I'm sorry if this offends you, but what I'm calling meal so easy, totally messed that up. I'm calling this meal so easy, even a husband can make this. So like I said, sorry if that offends you, but that's what I'm calling it because my husband is not a good cook. Perhaps you are, perhaps your husband is, but in my house, that title makes sense. So I have my meal so easy, even a husband can make it. And then I have pretty easy meals, still weeknight-able meals, meals that are easy enough for a weeknight, but I'm gonna cook them. And then I have like weekend dinners, right? So those 3 categories are what I look at, or those 3 lists within those categories are what I look at when I meal plan. And so I just look at it and I go, boop, boop, okay, we're gonna do those Tuesday, Wednesday, actually, what are my late nights? Wednesday, Thursday, right now are my late nights. So, all right, Wednesday, Thursday, we're gonna do, my husband's gonna make these 2 meals. And then weekends, we're gonna make these, and then the other 2 nights, plug in these. 3 nights, whatever. The day I work in the mornings, I kind of make a little bit more complicated meals, but still not too complicated because I'm tired after a long week, right? And also right now we're doing what I call freezer Fridays because I'm real tired on Friday nights, like most people, right? And so I also have a list of like easy freezer meals. So beyond just frozen pizza, we could do frozen pizza every week. My husband would love that. I get a little bored of it. So even though it's like store-bought freezer meals, I still have a list of that. Because again, sometimes you don't remember. Sometimes your brain is totally fried. Sometimes it's 11 p.m. at night and you're like, oh shoot, I'm grocery shopping in the morning and I haven't made a meal plan or grocery list yet. Me last night. I'm about to run to Aldi after this. Even though it's like pitch black, it's morning. It is 11 a.m. This is gonna be a real fun grocery trip. As you can tell, it's raining and stormy today. Great. Anywho, off topic. Ugh, now the wind's blowing hard. Maybe by the time I'm done filming this, it'll be better. What was I saying? Yes, so even on those like crazy times where you're trying to make a meal plan and your brain is just done for the day, your brain is fried, you can easily look at these lists and make your meal plan super quick and easy. I made a 2-week meal plan last night laying in bed. Like right before going to sleep, looked at my list of meals, was like, plug these in, and then my meal plan's done. I did have to then take the meal plan and write out the actual groceries I needed to buy, add in other things like things for breakfast, snacks, things like that, but still quite easy. I also, side extra bonus tip, I recommend having a list of things you always need, like kitchen stock is what I call it, things you always need to have on hand in your kitchen. So for us, it's basic cooking things like oils, things for breakfast, things for my daughter, things like that. So most families, it's gonna be things like milk, cereal, pouches, snack bars, things your kids take for lunch, things like that. So all of those things, I look at that list and I can easily say like, oh, we're out of that, add to my grocery list. So again, this not only makes meal planning easy, but it makes making your grocery list easy, makes your grocery shop easier, and saves you money because you're not buying things you already have. There have been plenty of times where I have not done this, ended up at the store and I'm staring at something like, do we have that? Do we need it? Do I need to buy it? Trying to like picture my kitchen, picture my pantry the last time I saw it. That does not work well. So have these 2 lists, you can get this done so fast, which is great. We all need to get everything done faster, right? We are living in such a like go, go, go time, which I could lament about, but that's just the way it is. So time-saving things are everything. So yes, I hope that this all made sense. I know I can talk a little fast and ramble and get off topic sometimes. Hopefully those rambles and explanations of things make it easier to understand or harder. Let me know if I need to be a little more clear and concise. There will soon be a blog post up outlining this as well, so perhaps that'll be a little more helpful. But let me go over this one more time. So you're going to first, I don't know if you necessarily need to make the go-to list of meals first, but maybe do like a brain dump. So brain dump all the meals you know your family enjoys. It doesn't matter how fast of a meal it is or how complicated, anything your family enjoys, throw that onto a piece of paper. And then maybe grab some highlighters, some crayons, color pencils, whatever you have, or just do some stars or something. But denote on that list which type of meals, which category of meals those are going to be. So are they going to be meals for when you are, for like Tuesday nights, maybe your kids have 3 different practices that you need to run them around to, and you usually end up in the Chick-fil-A drive-thru and you're trying to save money and you don't want to end up in the Chick-fil-A drive-thru anymore. Maybe that night is sandwich night, and that's all right. Maybe you have sandwiches every Tuesday. Maybe that is your only Tuesday meal. Maybe the category of Tuesday is sandwiches or Lunchables or something store-bought that's cheaper than Chick-fil-A. Whatever that may be. Don't forget that you can do that. You can totally use store-bought things and save money because it's still cheaper than the drive-thru or takeout or whatever. So those things go on your Tuesday list. Whatever weeknights look like for you, or weekends, depending. It's pouring rain. It literally looks like nighttime outside. This is going great. This is going to be a great trip to the grocery store. Anywho, whatever categories your family needs, that's what you make. So 2 days a week, I am home a little bit in the mornings before going to the office. So those days, I plan crock-pot meals or something I can prep a little bit. So that's one of my categories, right? So maybe you have something like that. Maybe the evening before you have time to prep something for the following day's dinner, something like that. So if Tuesdays are not as busy for you, but Wednesdays are super busy, maybe Tuesday nights, you make a pretty easy meal. Tuesday is a reasonably quick and easy dinner category, and then Wednesdays is something preppable. So something you can make part of the night before or the morning of, things like that. So obviously this is going to be specific to you and your family and your needs, but again, this is kind of a plug and play style. So you're gonna make that list, find whatever works for you to denote. Maybe you have a little key at the top, like a little map, and you're like, stars are weekend recipes. Circles are recipes that are only for our busiest weeknights. Maybe you only have 2 categories. Maybe you have really quick and easy meals for busy nights and everything else. Something like that. But start with that. Start with the brain dump, then make notes on that brain dump paper, and then transfer it to another piece of paper, or you can do this on the computer. I'm a pen and paper person, so mine are in a notebook. My like life notebook that keeps all of my information straight that is not straight in here. So transfer it to a second piece of paper or Word document. Do people even use Word anymore? Google Doc? Apple? Something? Whatever you do. Transfer it to another one, have it all there. Then the way to do this week to week that saves you money is by taking a kitchen inventory before you go decide what meals you're gonna make that week. So I also have videos about this, how to shop your kitchen to save money. But in short, the way to do that is to look and see what you have in your kitchen, make a list of that, make note of that, and then go look at your go-to dinners, your different categories, see, oh, these meals use these things I already have, therefore I can buy fewer ingredients at this grocery store, I'll have less things in my grocery list, saving time and money. And yeah, then you save money by buying fewer things. So that's basically it. You're gonna make the list once, you're going to shop your kitchen, take a kitchen inventory, and then you're gonna look, you're gonna decide what meals you're gonna have, you're gonna put it on your meal plan, you're gonna make your grocery list from that, and then you're gonna go plug and play, right? I hope, like I said, all of this made sense, that it wasn't too rambly this week. I know I often am, but I hope these things were helpful to you, that this concept and idea and method, oh my gosh, the rain. I hope it all made sense. Leave me a comment if you need explanation of anything, or if you'd like some examples. If you'd like some examples of my Freezer Friday ideas, of the meal so easy a husband can do it, things like that, I am more than willing to share those ideas. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications for all of my upcoming videos, helping you save time, money, and sanity when it comes to feeding your family.